I'm glad to be part of George ONUORAH's campaign because I've known him for a long time and he's very dedicated to his community. He's been living in this community for a long time and he's determined to make a difference and make an impact. As an immigrant, he has experienced a lot of things that other immigrants are going through in this colorful and highly diverse community, and he knows exactly what he needs to do. He's going to transform the community, he's going to help small businesses, and he's going to make this place better and brighter and cleaner, and vote for George. You're not going to regret it, and we're so happy to be here and to support him. It's going to be a very interesting and exciting event. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here today. George ONUORAH is my immediate senior brother, so I've known him since I was born. So he's what he can do is very unrelentless. He's a very kind-hearted man, humble. He knows what to do with the Queens families. He's been in Queens since the 90s. So he knows every nooks and corners of Queens. He knows what they need. He knows their needs. He can take care of them. I have no doubt in my mind that he will be the best to take care of the District 21 in Queens. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dorothy. I'm here on behalf of George ONUORAH. So all we're asking people to vote for him because he's the best candidate you can ever imagine. He will do the good job that everybody expects him to do. Thank you so much.
I'm feeling great, so I'm so excited to be here by Nigerian House. We're here to celebrate and appreciate the community that we're going to build. So today we're getting an endorsement from NAPAC, and we will be endorsed so that we can go back to our communities and achieve the things we've set out to achieve.
Applause. George ONUORAH. Come on, let's give him a round of applause. George ONUORAH. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself properly. And so on that note, I'd like you to please introduce yourself. Tell us your district, why you're running, and what you want the community to know about the race.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is George ONUORAH. I'm glad to be here, and thank you, NEPAC, for this unique opportunity. I'm running in Council District 21, representing or encompassing Corona, encompassing LaGuardia, Elmhurst, East Elmhurst, and Jackson Heights. The reason I'm running for office is not something that, we have just gone through the worst pandemic in human history, and we've seen the catastrophic destruction in terms of life. Many of us have lost families, lost loved ones, and for that reason, we are now trying to grow back the economy. And for me, my passion has been to serve our community. It started way back in Nigeria when I left and came here in 1981. I have been a community organizer since, and I haven't been preoccupied about how to make our community a better place. I felt that lending my voice in the conversation for us to get back better, to restore probity in our communities, that the passion that I have to serve must be brought to bear. I studied political science, I studied mass communication, and I've been in grassroots organizing for over 30 years. And I believe in democracy. And how best to express that than to say, join forces to solve the problem that we have. And I'll be remiss if I fail to mention the fact that we are standing here by a Nigerian building. Nigerian building built in 1992. This building represents what we are, because as Nigerians, we must show the effrontery of community empowerment. Nigeria is a great nation. Nigeria is one of the leading nations in Africa, and so with all that we have, we must try to elevate conversation addressing the youth unemployment and issues that affect our people. But since we are here in New York City, I want us to focus on what I will do for my district. And what I will do for my district is to help us maintain public safety. We need love to exist, even in our families. So public safety is very important in what I'm going to do. We need to walk the streets without being molested, without being challenged. Okay? So for me, as I said, public policy is one of those things that I find myself in alignment with Borough President Eric Adams, whom I've known for years. Eric Adams is one of the leading candidates for the mayor of New York City. And I know that when I get to the city council, I pledge and plan to work with him so that we can build a better New York City. And this is an opportunity for all of us, and I invite you to join me in this effort to build a better community in Queens. So, and lastly, the slogan of my campaign is Together We Rise. So I'm hoping that this conversation here will elevate us, will bring us to the level that we need to be. Let us come together and build Nigeria. Let us come together and build New York City. Let us come together to build Queens. Let us come together to build my district. So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you, and I look forward to joining you in the work we have to do. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said again, we'd like to thank NEPAC, we'd like to thank all the Nigerian organization and association who have taken all the time to mobilize the community to make this occasion a reality. But it's important to know that NEPAC is the only organization who can publicly endorse a candidate, and that is why you are hearing NEPAC. But it's a community Nigerian-wide initiative. And so, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Nigerian community, we'd like to graciously, with excitement, keep clapping, come on, let's celebrate, as we, Nigerian community in the United States, endorse Mr. George ONUORAH for City Council election in New York City. Thank you so much. We'd like you to please be aware that we are having a fundraiser for the 3 candidates tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Before you all leave, we're going to give you all the details to be part of that. Thank you so much, Mr. George ONUORAH. God bless you. God bless you. Come on, let's celebrate him one more time.
I'm sorry. Love Jackson Heights and all that you're doing there. So important. The Spanish-speaking community plays a vital role in the race, and I look forward to mobilizing with you. It's an important time.
Please, can you kindly step down so that there will be visibility?
Is a person of the NAPAC, Chairman, New York City, brother Benga from Ontario. Formal introduction of our candidate. Thank you.
Come on. Great Nigerians! Great Nigerians! Nigeria no they carry last. We don't carry last. To God be the glory. We just want to thank God for making this occasion a reality. Like I said, do not despise the days of little beginnings. This is the first time in the history of New York that Nigerians are coming together with a voice to say, this is the man. That is the man who is taking us to the next level. And so, on behalf of Nigerian American Public Affairs Committee, I'd like to thank all the Nigerian leaders that are here today, because you need to understand that because we're diverse people, our leaders represent different blocks of voters. And that is why we have different leaders who took the time to be here today. We celebrate OAN and all the other Nigerian organizations for mobilizing the Nigerian community. However, being that we are a political action committee, Nigerian American Public Affairs Committee is the only organization who can publicly endorse Mr. Eric Adams. And so, on behalf of the Nigerian community, we endorse His Excellency Mr. Eric Adams for the mayor of New York City. Come on! Nigeria, come on! I present to you Mr. Eric Adams, the next mayor of New York City. We present to you the man of the moment. He is a man for a moment like this. He's been called for a time as this. We call on the four corners of New York City, whether you are a Nigerian, whether you are an African, whether you're a Caucasian, and you still have time to realize this is the man that has been called for a moment like this. And nothing on earth will stop him in Jesus' name. We declare that nothing will stop Mr. Eric Adams. Mr. Eric Adams shall be the mayor of New York City. And God is going to give him the spirit of wisdom to lead this land into the next level. The Bible says that when a good man rules, people will rejoice. When a wicked man rules, people will groan. This is a good man. We shall rejoice because he is going to be the mayor of New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Eric Adams for his acceptance speech. Thank you.
Strong Nigerians.
Yeah.
Go ahead. When you hear the message across this city, if you are in Sunset Park with the large Chinese and Spanish-speaking community, if you are in Brighton Beach with the large Russian-speaking community, if you are in Flushing with the large Korean community, if you are in the Bronx with the large Bengali community, if you are in Queens with the large South Asian community, and if you are throughout the city with the large Nigerian community, you are hearing. It doesn't matter if your ancestors are Italian, Irish, doesn't matter what language you speak, it doesn't matter what block you live on. New Yorkers are saying, we want a safe, fair city where we can raise our healthy children and families. And so the endorsement today from NAPAC means so much to me because you are adding your voice to the beautiful mosaic of New Yorkers, of different ethnicities, different religions, different backgrounds. We are saying as one city, we are going to come together and deal with the issues we need as we cycle out of COVID. But when we cycle out, we won't cycle out the way we went in, where some were able to prosper and others were not. This is not the city we want. And as we move across this entire city today, with all the different immigrant and ethnic communities that have embraced this campaign, they see what you see. They see that finally the mayor of the city of New York will not leave any family behind. We are going to move forward together. This endorsement with all of the religious leaders in the pack means a lot to all of us. And we're going to show our pictures in the next 18 days. 18 days to go. So it's imperative, my brothers and sisters from Nigeria, it's imperative that you go on social media. It's imperative that you go and speak with your congregants at churches. It's imperative that you speak with your organizations. We're not going to win by merely being on 41st Street and 2nd Avenue. We are going to win by being on every corner, every block, every synagogue, every mosque, every church, every temple. That is how we're going to win. So, I need you to live up to your name of strong Nigerians. You're strong to make sure we get through this, to get through this together. Our ancestors are laying on the bottom of the ocean that ripped us apart years ago, 400th year commemoration of slavery we acknowledge, and now it's time to reunite the mighty people of the diaspora of Africa with Africa, the mighty people of all of our ethnic groups in this city, that finally we can turn around this city. Let's win this race, and let's make New York a great place to live. Thank you so much.
That stand against you, the Lord will crush them in Jesus' name.
Thank you. Hey, Nigerians! Hey, Nigerians! Hey, Nigerians! Yeah, thank you very much. You know, my brother, you know, when I met you at one of the mosques in Brooklyn, I told you need to come to Nigerian community. That's right. Because we're going to put you on top. That's right. And with 100,000 Nigerian voters, we are definitely going to put you on top. By the mighty name of God. You are a winner already. You are going to be a winner. All we are asking is don't forget Nigerians. Don't forget your promises to us. You are going to win. My fellow Nigerians, well, this is a historic event, historic accomplishment on behalf of Nigerian community. I don't want us to take this thing very lightly at all. You see, you know, the road doesn't end here today. There are a lot of work for us to do. So we are now appealing to all the pastors who are here, all the imams who are here. When you get to your churches and your mosques on Friday and Sunday, we want you to do the right thing. And what are the right things? We want you to now appeal to your community to please get out on that day, on the 22nd, and vote for who? Vote for who? Vote for who? Yes, you know, we have to push him on top. And in addition to that, we will also be knocking on your door. We'll be asking for small contribution for our brothers, you know, to make sure, you know, that he wins the election. We are going to be asking for everything. So please, when we knock on your door, don't what? Don't reject it. Open for us. When we knock on your door, what do you do? When we knock on your door, what do we do? Please, Nigerians, we need to do this thing. We need to do it because the brother is going to come back to us, and then we say, yes, thank you, Nigerians. Thank you for pushing me on top. I will keep my promise to you. And in order for him to keep his promise to us, he has to do what? He has to win. He has to do what? He has to win. He has to do what? He has to win. Are you going to do that? Yeah. Are you going to do that? Yeah. Nigeria.
I don't have anything.
Thank you. Yours for council.
Well, I mean, he is the best. You can think about anybody at this moment perfectly ripe for this position. We need him there. He understands the neighborhood. He's been in the neighborhood for a very long time. He's not a chicken here. You know what I mean?
Okay, George.
Yeah. So,
Yours for council.
So I'm running for city council to represent the 21st council district, and we're here in Left Rack City in front of Silver Spoon Diner. So we're working hard, and we want to win this election so that we can serve the community. The needs of the community is very important. Especially now that we are navigating this COVID pandemic. Okay, we have been vaccinating, and now we're going to start helping small businesses and also making sure that people are safe on the street, all right, from harassment, from intimidation, from molestation. So it's a nice, beautiful day. We're here with Chinyere Obina, an author, and one of those key supporters of this movement.
Hello, my name is Chinyere Obina. I'm an author and social worker, and I've known George for so many years. George is the right candidate for this position as a city councilman. George has been working in the trenches for so many years, working with the community, helping the elderly, the children. He has been there from the beginning. He has a heart to help the people. He has been running a non-profit organization, helping all the less privileged all over the world, not only in the United States of America, in Africa, in Latin America. He has been working very hard. He has been meeting with all the politicians from the very beginning, working with them, assisting them, and he is always ready to roll his sleeves up and help. He has his fingers on the pulse of what is going on right now in the community. He knows where the needs are and he knows how to get the help. So I am appealing to everybody. If you want change, change starts with George ONUORAH. George is the person to go with, and I say go with George. Together we rise.
He knows how to get a job done.
Okay, thank you.
He's the author. So he is running for the office of the city council, and he has been working very hard from the beginning for the people in the community, and he's the right person. So on the 22nd, please vote for him, rank him #1, okay? Thank you so much. I know you're asking.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Go.
Hi, my name is Ayana, and I support Dr. George ONUORAH for city councilman. I've known him for about 2 years now, and from what I've learned from him is that he's dedicated to the well-being of the community and the citizens of the environment that he lives in. So I definitely think that he would do a good job, and that he will do everything in his power to make sure that we can see the changes, some of the changes that we need in our community.